Thank you for being here today. Thank you for sitting with me and just enjoying me as I am today, which isn't the most perfect. I am flawed. We are human. No one is perfect, and I don't try and attain perfection, but I do try and attain excellence. So that all being said, let's get straight into the video. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do not plan on editing these videos very much. I just think that just brings out the most natural part of myself when I just wing it and go for it. And so you must bear with me. So I'm right in y'all's face right now. And I've zoomed up essentially just to show you guys what my skin actually looks like. Like truthfully, like it just is what it is. My skin has broken out all here, all down my neck, to be honest. It's broken out like here. I am quite indifferent about it this time round. It's definitely because I've embraced more of who I am. It's got nothing to do with really the products I'm using as such, but I am managing my hyperpigmentation, which I'm very aware causes purging when you introduce most new products into an already established skincare routine. But what's the hype? What's the hype? What is the hype about hyperpigmentation? And so for me personally, it's been a long journey, like long doesn't even cut it. But essentially I have been even toned, never. What is hyperpigmentation? As I've aged, essentially over the years, my skin has actually just gotten upset with me. I wasn't using certain products that even as Black people we should be using. If you don't take care of yourself as well, it definitely will creep up on you like a bee. That's just the truth. And so I think over the years I just didn't recognize that my skin was changing color and tone, and so I am correcting it at the moment. But you know, so I guess one of the issues with hyperpigmentation is that you can't shade match with foundations very well. So with my skin tone constantly fluctuating, and because I am addressing my hyperpigmentation at the moment, I've gone for a shade that I think I am and that I will be once all of this is all said and done. But I actually think it will work right now, just in case, because I'm not a crazy. I have my Lancome Skin Feels Good. Because it is a skin tint, I went a shade darker just to cover any blemishes, and also it's so light that this will become a light to medium coverage in regards to complexion, which is the definition, I would say, of a look that looks natural and flawless. It's not supposed to look full coverage, it's not supposed to look cakey, it's not supposed to look like it's like layered on, it's supposed to look like your skin but better. So I will be, this is shade 390. Ooh, whoop. Oh my gosh. One, I'll just do two for good measure. So with the first Fenty foundation, the soft matte, color was perfect, but the tone was off. And so that all being said, doesn't look that bad. So what happened was I had to go back to Fenty and really figure out what the shade is going on here. And so because they are such an inclusive brand, they have incorporated so many different undertones with so many different skin tones. It's like you go shopping for the first time. And so I've literally ordered about 10 different shades. And to be honest, they could all be my shade. But I've literally, I don't know if that's in focus. So forgive me, because you guys don't know what's going on with this camera. But the devil's a liar, and I'm getting this video out. But anywho, with the Fenty foundations, I literally had to go on a shopping trip, essentially. And I'm lucky that I have a Boots right beside my house. And so it was easy to exchange and just to buy. But I would say don't be afraid, girls, of literally trying out shades lighter than you, shades that, I don't know, aren't necessarily your go-to, but then you found a company that actually loves your skin tone, so they care enough to figure it out for you. And that's what I stan Fenty forever and always. But I think that matched. Guys, this foundation oxidizes, so we're gonna give this one a second. So I actually absolutely loved shopping for foundation on Fenty. It was a nightmare and I genuinely was having restless and sleepless nights. But in ordering like 4 different shades within that kind of tan deep range and really looking at the descriptions, I figured it out online. So I'm sure if I can do it, you can do it, and it will all be okay. Another new product I'll be using is my Infallible concealer. Again, complexion concealer, everyday natural flawless look is the aim. I love the applicator, it's so cool. I don't even care. So just whilst I let that dry down for a second, I like to get my baking stuffs ready. I am not doing a haul video or makeup video because I'm so simple.
Approximately 10 hours later.
I lost the light a little bit, but we're back. We're back. I just wanted to zoom in a bit more so people can see my bad skin at the moment, but it's healthy, and which is why I feel like it comes out even though it's quite bad. So we'd say the problem areas, the key ones at the moment are here, and then we've got a lot of pigmentation down the side of my face, but you can still see my glow, you can still see my warmth, you can still see my complexion and matte evenness with my foundation. And then on this side it's not as bad, if I'm totally honest. I can't see it from here, so if I can't see it from here, I hope you guys can't see it from there. I hope that you really like this finished look. I had a bit of a problem with my eyes watering and things like that, so it was a good thing I did it off camera. But that is actually one of the problems of hyperpigmentation as well, being your skin tone is the issue, not necessarily spots or melasma or, you know, patches that might look different colors. My skin is just so uneven across my body that the hyperpigmentation is the hype. But the Fenty came through, it's oxidized as well, so I feel like we can see that, you know, it's matching my neck. As you guys saw when I was doing it, I didn't put it on my neck for a reason, which usually us black skin folk have to drag the foundation down because our necks, bodies, chests, all of it just isn't working together. But I've found a way. I'm really happy, like genuinely, with the Fenty Hydrating foundation formula. As you can tell, it's not really dewy. I'm really happy with that, to be totally honest, because I watched so many reviews about it and it just looks so moist. But I'm really happy. The shade I went for was 390 with warm and yellow undertones. I tried 400, 410, and I used to be 420, which I would say is my shade, but the undertone is so golden, I just couldn't. So I'm really pleased I took the plunge and went into the 300s. I also have another go-to foundation that's more for medium to full coverage, and that is with Too Faced, and I'd be happy to share that. But Fenty Beauty foundation, and then also hyperpigmentation, and just living with it and living with adult acne, but from a transformed perspective, not a perspective that is looking for myself outside of myself. I very much know and embrace and want to, you know, show the world my beauty from within. And so I'm really pleased. I'd say for now, I hope I've answered what's the hype questions. Regarding my skincare, I've kept it super simple. I've got key products for key steps, and that's it. It's nothing extensive. If anything, before all of this breakout happened, it was so simple that it was embarrassing. I think people would think it's a joke, what I used to use, but all in due time that will be revealed, and I will be sharing with you more and more how about I care about beauty is the truth, and just how I care about you. I'm moving around because I'm just so happy with how it's turned out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for sitting with me whilst I got ready and whilst I bared myself to the world. I look forward to sharing more of this content, more about She Cares Beauty, and more about the direction of my transformed life with you here on this channel. So, till next time, bye. You don't want to focus? I've actually been wearing this foundation for about, I don't even know. It's 1:21 AM right now. I put on the foundation about 4 o'clock. So how long is that? That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. So that's about literally 8 hours wear. And I just wanted to come down because I was about to take it off, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, yo, it hasn't budged, it hasn't moved. And I was editing my video and I literally was like resting like this the whole entire time. So I thought by the time I got upstairs, it was gonna look a bit, but you know, it's still the same, it's still beat. I guess you guys tell me what you think as well at the end, but all in all, the Fenty foundation held up all day. I wore a mask, I went out, I was out for like a good 4 hours. It has a scent to it, but the scent didn't faze me. It did get more yellow throughout the day, which, to be honest, when I was taking pictures with flash and taking pictures like that intentionally to see the flashback, it didn't look bad. And that's it for me. I'm off to bed now. Had a long day. Wish me a good night's rest. Bye.